is Sunday, October 2nd, 2022. This is how the road usually looks. Historically, when I drive down in the morning, basically nobody on the road, nobody behind me, okay, because there's no reason to drive out this way at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:10 in the morning, 7:20. People simply don't come out here. So maybe to go fish, maybe one car, two, usually they're here early. Usually here like at 6 or something, they get here very early. So even the people who fish don't come here this early. And certain people, the rule of thumb, people in fancy cars don't come here to fish is the general rule of thumb, right? Old pickup trucks, what have you. So notice, all those videos where all those people gangstalking me, now there's nobody on the road, okay? It puts things into perspective for you. I wasn't making it up, okay? Obviously I tell the truth in my videos. These people are obviously the liars who want to pretend that gangstalking isn't real so people with mental health can help. The massive networks of pedophiles abuse people. You think, oh, that's an extraordinary claim. Well, look at the child molestation statistics. You think every case is just one guy molesting them by themselves? Obviously these people have clubs and the rings get caught all the time, and obviously, they're concerned with what happens when these people tell people, so they are working in law enforcement and mental health as well. No brainer. Okay, you see a whole minute and a half has gone by. This whole part of the reservoir, nobody driving my way, still nobody behind me. Okay, that is what is historically normal for this road. Pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna keep recording until we hit some kind of vehicle or something, or maybe I'll just record the whole way. It's a little bit strange that they didn't start off bribing me this morning. Nobody at the stop signs. Still nobody on the road. This is like a calm, quiet country road in the mornings historically. But when they started gangstalking me, there started being a drastic increase in traffic. Do I control traffic? How did I know? Obviously because it's historically a quiet country road. That guy's down there kind of staring at me. That was a little weird. Kind of stuck his, I don't know if the camera caught it. Kind of at the last second he put his head up. Some kind of bitter face. I'm bitter and I'm above you. I don't know why people think that smart or something. I'm above you, sir. Very, very strange. Here's a car. It makes sense because he's leaving his driveway and he's going toward town. So whether he's a gangstalker or not, technically, I don't know. But see how he's going toward town, not away from it. So what were all those cars doing, going away from town every day, back to back, and with their brights on, daytime running lights sometimes to confuse it. Okay. Imagine watching this and you're not convinced that I'm being targeted. It's fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? I've done all this research into the various parts of the brain and how they interact with each other. All this research into mental health diagnoses, schizophrenia, schizoaffective, what have you. And magically, all these people are complete idiots, perceive something wrong to them, something wrong with themselves, but I don't, right? It's fucking dumb. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with me. Now, here's 4 minutes into it, and no car on the road going the other way. Not a single one. Maybe 35, 40 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to hear their explanation for this, you know what I mean? somewhat normal for those people. Those people in recent years started jogging. I see them once in a while on the road. Okay. Okay, this person with his brights on comes around. It's like they're trying to distract me for him, right? How strange. Okay, so one car on the road this whole time had his brights on. And I'm just talking about that. Right. What are the odds of that? Now, they might edit the video, to make it seem like the lights weren't that bright. But it's pretty straightforward what's going on here. When you consider the duration, you can't just harass somebody day in and day out without owing that person millions of dollars. I'm sure we can agree on that. Okay, if you harass them as groups, as organized by the state and corporations or any other group, okay, then they owe that person millions of dollars for harassing them every day. And it's a form of intimidation. It's a form of an implicit, implied terrorist threat. Okay, what is it indicative of? Okay, what does it indicate? It indicates their attempts to coerce me and try to blackmail me, try to intimidate me into behaving the way they want me to. Okay, we're talking about countless acts of this. You see what I'm saying? Why law enforcement, mental health plays stupid across the board, not just in my case, but in other cases too. This is a completely fair society. The power of the government would transition into the true victims of being targeted. Because they owe them so much money. They owe people like me and other targets so much money that they may as well hand over the damn government. And they've abused their power to such an extreme. Now, obviously, these people are way too immature. These people are too immature to admit that Jesus was founded by black people. Can you imagine them being mature enough to do that? They're not going to do it. They're going to keep fighting tooth and nail to be slave masters, sex slave oppressors, like people in porno videos, right? Completely immature, sex fixated, fetish having punks. Okay, must have been raised by complete idiots, complete oppressors. I mean, think about what kind of people raise people dumb enough to gang stalk people. Okay, very, very upsetting. So at least when my parents are involved, they raised the most righteous person that ever lived. So you can't say anything about their breeding. But what of these other people? Whole families, they gang stalk people. It's obviously satanic, right, in terms of the textbook definition. Now here we are, 8 minutes later, and the second vehicle on the road going my way, only number 2, and he has his brights on too. Here's the third one. I don't know how much is going to show up in the video. He's got his brights on too. These aren't just lights in the morning. I see the difference between regular lights and brights. Maybe they turn them down when they get close. Sometimes, maybe they don't. But certainly you can tell they're brights from far away. See, I see, as I'm passing the road, I see other people with lights on them. Not as bright. Okay, so I made it all the way to the store. What was there, only 3 cars? All 3 of them had their brights on. Because this is the roads I take aren't very active roads historically. You see lots of cars. There's either some priceless event or something, which I can't imagine what it would be, or they're gang stalking. So what would happen is back to back to back, and there's different work cars. There's different types of, regular cars, people's business cars, so on and so forth. It's obvious that they were gang stalking. And here, when you get here, I've been talking about these black vehicles with the black tires. Why do you see every style of fucking, all of a sudden that is the style? Let's put this thing over here now. That thing right there, right? Black tires. Why is that the style now? See another military-like black vehicle too. What are the odds these vehicles start showing up in increased numbers? So I've proven definitively now that my claims about the activities on the road are sound and solid. And my claims on the black vehicles are solid. In fact, look at this. Look at all the black vehicles. There's one over there, black tires.